Hey Sigma sisters, welcome back. Life isn't always smooth or predictable. It throws challenges and unexpected twists our way. But while many shy away from life's harsh realities, Sigma females embrace them head-on. These tough truths don't break us. They shape our strength and independence. In today's video, we'll be covering 10 powerful life lessons that only Sigma women truly understand. Get ready for some real talk that will inspire and empower you. 1. Your trauma is not an excuse, it's a catalyst. Life throws challenges at everyone, but Sigma females refuse to be defined by their hardships. While many people let trauma become their reason for staying stuck, Sigma women see it differently. To them, trauma isn't an excuse to remain stagnant, it's a catalyst for growth and transformation. When faced with adversity, the Sigma mindset isn't to wallow in self-pity or to seek validation for their struggles. Instead, they dig deep, turning pain into power. They know that every scar tells a story, but those scars are not signs of defeat. They are marks of survival. Trauma doesn't limit them, it sharpens them, molding their strength and determination. Sigma females treat their painful experiences as tools for building an unshakable foundation. Rather than letting past wounds control their future, they let these experiences fuel their next chapter. What sets Sigma women apart is their refusal to be seen as victims. They aren't looking for sympathy, and they certainly don't use their past as a crutch to justify inaction. Instead, they treat every setback as a stepping stone to something greater. They look at trauma through a lens of empowerment, believing that the most difficult moments in life often hold the greatest potential for personal growth. For Sigma females, pain is a teacher. It might be brutal, but it's necessary for self-evolution. They accept that hardship is part of the journey, but they refuse to be trapped by it. Every challenge they face becomes another layer of their resilience, making them stronger, wiser, and more focused on the future. In the end, trauma is not the end of the road for Sigma women. It's the fire that forges their spirit. They don't just survive, they thrive. Their ability to turn pain into strength is what makes them unstoppable. And it's this resilience that empowers them to rise above their circumstances, no matter how tough life gets. 2. You can't save everyone. One of the hardest truths Sigma females accept is that you simply can't save everyone. While many people exhaust themselves trying to fix others, Sigma women understand that not everyone is ready or willing to change. They've learned, sometimes painfully, that no matter how much you want to help, some people are too stuck in their own cycles of self-sabotage or negativity to break free. And that's not a reflection of your effort, it's just reality. Sigma females know that their energy and emotional resources are precious. They don't waste them on trying to rescue people who aren't invested in rescuing themselves. While they're empathetic, they also recognize that personal growth is a solo journey that each person must navigate on their own. It's not about being heartless, it's about setting boundaries and knowing when to step back. Sigma women care deeply, but they also know that enabling someone's bad habits by trying to save them often does more harm than good. Instead of getting wrapped up in other people's problems, they focus on their own journey and surround themselves with individuals who are equally committed to growth. This doesn't mean they turn their back on others. They're supportive, but from a healthy distance. They'll offer advice, a helping hand, and guidance, but they won't get dragged down into someone else's struggle. It's all about self-preservation. Sigma females are fully aware that life is about balance. They've learned that if they try to carry the weight of others' burdens for too long, they'll risk burning themselves out. And when they're burned out, they lose the ability to help even those who genuinely need it. This boundary setting isn't about being cold, it's about wisdom. Sigma women realize that you can't pour from an empty cup. They choose to invest their energy in meaningful, reciprocal relationships rather than wasting it on one-sided efforts. By letting go of the need to save everyone, Sigma females protect their own well-being while still making a positive impact on those who are ready for it. 3. Life doesn't care about your plans. Sigma females have come to terms with a truth that can shatter many people's worldviews. Life doesn't care about your plans. While most people cling to the illusion that meticulous planning will guarantee success, Sigma women understand that the universe operates on its own terms, not yours. They've learned through experience that no matter how carefully they map out their future, chaos is always around the corner, waiting to disrupt those plans. And instead of resisting this unpredictability, they've learned to embrace it. What sets Sigma females apart is their adaptability. While many people crumble when life throws them a curveball, Sigmas have mastered the art of the pivot. They don't break when things go wrong. They bend, shift, and find a new way forward. To them, flexibility is the ultimate strength, far more valuable than rigid control or perfection. They understand that life's detours often lead to new opportunities and lessons that would have been missed if everything went according to plan. Sigma women don't dwell on failures or roadblocks for long. Instead of asking, "Why did this happen to me?" they ask, "What can I learn from this?" This mindset allows them to move forward without getting stuck in disappointment or frustration. They know that while plans can provide direction, it's their ability to adapt in the moment that truly determines their success. When life doesn't align with their expectations, they don't spiral into self-pity or anxiety. They see it as just another challenge to overcome. This resilience and mental toughness enable them to thrive in chaos. While others might feel devastated when things don't go according to plan, Sigma females are already strategizing their next move. It's not that they don't care about their goals, they care deeply. But they've learned that being overly attached to specific outcomes is a recipe for disappointment. Instead, they focus on the journey, knowing that flexibility and resilience will carry them further than a rigid plan ever could. In the end, it's their ability to navigate life's unpredictability that makes them unstoppable. Sigma females don't rely on the world to go easy on them. They rely on their own strength to keep moving forward, no matter what comes their way. 4. Not everyone deserves access to you. One of the toughest lessons Sigma females embrace is that not everyone deserves access to them. While society often pushes people to be open and available to everyone, Sigma women know their worth and guard their energy with intention. They have mastered the art of being selective with who they allow into their inner circle. For them, this isn't about being unkind or distant. It's about preserving their mental and emotional well-being. Many people spend their time trying to please others, spreading themselves thin to accommodate everyone's needs. But not Sigmas. They've learned that their time and energy are incredibly valuable resources that must be protected. They recognize the difference between genuine connections and emotional vampires, people who take without ever giving anything meaningful in return. Sigma women are unapologetic about cutting off one-sided relationships that drain them. This boundary-setting behavior doesn't make them cold-hearted, it makes them self-aware. They understand that allowing the wrong people into their lives can derail their focus, peace, and personal growth. Sigma females surround themselves with those who uplift, inspire, and challenge them to be better. They don't keep people around out of obligation or guilt. If a relationship no longer serves them, they let it go. By doing this, they cultivate a circle of high-value connections that enrich their lives. Their selective nature allows them to pour their energy into meaningful relationships, rather than trying to be everything to everyone. They've realized that not everyone can or should have access to their inner world, and they're perfectly okay with that. This philosophy helps them maintain their independence and continue their journey of self-improvement without unnecessary distractions. For Sigma females, protecting their energy is an act of self-respect. They know they don't owe anyone their time or emotional labor. This ability to set boundaries and choose who gets access to their lives is a key element of their strength, keeping them focused and free from toxic entanglements. 5. Most relationships are temporary. Sigma females understand that most relationships, no matter how strong they may seem, are temporary. While many people hold on to connections out of fear of being alone or to maintain a sense of security, Sigmas have a different perspective. They don't cling to relationships that have run their course. Instead, they accept the impermanence of life and relationships as part of their journey. For them, relationships are about mutual growth and connection, but they also recognize that people change, evolve, and sometimes drift apart. Instead of viewing this as a failure or something to mourn, they embrace it as a natural process. Sigma females don't hold grudges when a relationship fades. They don't see it as an indictment of their worth or the other person's. They simply acknowledge that not every connection is meant to last forever. What makes Sigma females unique in this regard is their ability to cherish relationships while they last, but also move on without bitterness or regret. They invest fully in people who matter to them, but they don't hinge their happiness or identity on those relationships. When someone's chapter in their life ends, they release them with grace. This detachment doesn't mean that Sigmas are unfeeling or aloof. Quite the opposite. They deeply value the people in their lives. But they've mastered the art of letting go when it's time, understanding that clinging to what no longer serves them will only hold them back. This acceptance of change helps them focus on their own path without being weighed down by the emotional baggage of relationships that have ended. For Sigma females, understanding the temporary nature of most relationships empowers them to live more fully in the present, without fear or attachment. They know that the right people will remain in their lives, while others will naturally fall away. And that's perfectly okay. This mindset allows them to flow with life's changes and maintain their inner peace and self-confidence, no matter who comes or goes. 6. You will be misunderstood. Sigma females have accepted the inevitable. They will be misunderstood. In a world that often prizes conformity and social approval, Sigma women choose to live authentically, even if it means standing out. Their independence, refusal to seek external validation, and unconventional ways of thinking often leave people perplexed. But Sigma females aren't here to fit neatly into society's mold, and they certainly don't waste time trying to explain themselves to people who won't get it. For many people, being misunderstood is a source of anxiety. They desperately want to be liked or accepted. But not Sigmas. They embrace the fact that their path isn't for everyone, and they are completely okay with being the outlier. They know that their unique perspective, combined with their strong sense of self, will naturally make others uncomfortable or confused. Yet, they see this misunderstanding as a badge of honor, not a flaw. Sigma females prioritize authenticity over popularity, and they are willing to pay the price of isolation if that's what it takes to live true to themselves. They don't water down their personality or ideals to fit in, and they certainly don't seek validation from those who fail to understand their depth. For them, staying true to who they are is worth far more than conforming to make others feel comfortable. Instead of getting frustrated or trying to explain themselves, Sigma women move forward, confident in their journey. They know that not everyone is meant to understand their vision, and that's just fine with them. In fact, it strengthens their resolve. Being misunderstood is just a natural consequence of being bold enough to live authentically. While society might pressure them to fit in, Sigma females thrive in their individuality. They've come to realize that those who truly matter will understand and appreciate them for who they are, while others may never fully comprehend their mindset, and they're perfectly fine with that. 7. Pain is the best teacher. Sigma females view pain through a lens of wisdom rather than fear. Unlike many who avoid discomfort at all costs, they see pain as one of life's most powerful teachers. To them, every painful experience offers invaluable lessons, growth, and insight. They don't run from hardship. They embrace it, knowing that each trial they face will make them stronger and more resilient. While most people dread adversity, Sigmas know that the most profound transformations often happen during the darkest times. They understand that avoiding pain only delays personal growth. Instead of seeking comfort in times of difficulty, Sigma females sit with their pain, allowing it to reveal truths about themselves and the world around them. They treat pain as a form of education, one that they can't skip or ignore. For them, every setback, heartbreak, and challenge is an opportunity to learn and evolve. Rather than wallowing in self-pity or anger, they ask themselves, what can I learn from this? This proactive mindset helps them turn even the most difficult experiences into fuel for their personal growth. Sigma females are not afraid of scars. They wear them as reminders of their resilience and ability to overcome. They know that each scar tells a story of survival, not defeat, and they come out of tough situations with a deeper understanding of themselves and a greater appreciation for their strength. For Sigma females, pain isn't just an unfortunate part of life. It's a tool for growth. They know that the path to self-awareness, wisdom, and inner strength is often paved with hardship. This perspective allows them to face challenges head-on, unafraid of what lies ahead because they know that, in the end, they will come out stronger and wiser than before. 8. Silence is powerful. For Sigma females, silence is more than just the absence of noise. It's a potent tool that they wield with intention and confidence. In a world that often values loud voices and constant chatter, Sigma women embrace the power of stillness. They understand that silence can speak volumes, allowing them to convey their thoughts and feelings without uttering a single word. While many feel pressured to fill every moment with conversation, Sigmas recognize the strength that comes from listening and observing. They understand that silence can create space for deeper connections and meaningful conversations. By stepping back and allowing others to express themselves, they gain insights and perspectives that might otherwise go unnoticed. This ability to listen actively helps them build stronger relationships and make more informed decisions. Moreover, Sigma females often use silence as a strategic tool in various aspects of life. In discussions or negotiations, they know that taking a moment to pause can leave a lasting impact. This intentional use of silence can convey confidence, authority, and thoughtfulness, often leading others to take them more seriously. In social settings, Sigma women are comfortable being the quiet observer rather than the life of the party. They find power in their ability to blend into the background, allowing them to assess the dynamics at play without drawing attention to themselves. This keen awareness enables them to navigate complex social situations with grace and composure. While many people view silence as uncomfortable or awkward, Sigma females embrace it as a moment of reflection and contemplation. They value the time spent in quiet introspection, allowing their thoughts and ideas to surface without distractions. This practice fosters creativity and self-awareness, essential components of their personal growth. Ultimately, Sigma women know that silence isn't a sign of weakness, but a demonstration of their strength and confidence. By mastering the art of silence, they empower themselves to navigate the world on their own terms, using their voice when they choose and allowing their actions and presence to speak for themselves. 9. Self-love is non-negotiable. In the realm of self-awareness and independence, Sigma females recognize that self-love is not just a trend, it's a fundamental necessity. They understand that to thrive and pursue their goals, they must first cultivate a loving relationship with themselves. This self-love is non-negotiable. It's the foundation upon which their confidence and resilience are built. For Sigma women, self-love transcends mere self-acceptance. It's an active practice that involves nurturing their mental, emotional, and physical well-being. They prioritize their needs and take the time to engage in activities that uplift and energize them. This could be anything from pursuing hobbies and passions to engaging in self-care rituals that rejuvenate their spirit. Moreover, Sigma females have learned to silence the inner critic that often plagues many individuals. They consciously choose to replace negative self-talk with affirmations of worth and capability. This shift in mindset empowers them to embrace their imperfections and view themselves through a lens of compassion, rather than judgment. They also recognize the importance of surrounding themselves with positivity. Sigma women seek out relationships that foster self-love and mutual respect. They distance themselves from toxic influences that undermine their confidence or self-worth. By curating their social circles, they ensure that they are uplifted and celebrated for who they are, rather than diminished by others' insecurities. Self-love is not a destination, but a continuous journey for Sigma females. They acknowledge that there will be ups and downs, but they remain committed to their growth. They practice gratitude, celebrating their achievements and recognizing their progress. This ongoing commitment to self-love fortifies their resilience and determination, allowing them to face life's challenges with grace. Ultimately, Sigma women understand that self-love is the key to unlocking their fullest potential. It fuels their ambitions, nurtures their passions, and empowers them to navigate the world with confidence. This deep-seated love for themselves is the bedrock upon which they build their lives, paving the way for extraordinary experiences and fulfilling relationships. 10. Your journey is unique. Finally, Sigma females wholeheartedly embrace the belief that their journey is uniquely theirs. In a world that often compares individuals to one another, Sigma women stand firm in their understanding that each person's path is filled with distinct experiences, lessons, and timelines. They reject the notion of a one-size-fits-all narrative and instead celebrate their individuality. From an early age, Sigma females recognize that they are not meant to follow conventional paths or adhere to societal expectations. They chart their own course, driven by their values, aspirations, and passions. Whether it's in their career, relationships, or personal growth, they embrace their uniqueness as a source of strength rather than a limitation. This acceptance of their unique journey fosters a profound sense of self-awareness and confidence. Sigma women don't feel pressured to conform or keep up with others. Instead, they focus on their own goals and ambitions. They understand that success is not defined by external standards but by their personal fulfillment and growth. Moreover, this mindset allows them to appreciate the journey itself, rather than solely fixating on the destination. Sigma females find joy in the process of exploration, learning, and self-discovery. They embrace the twists and turns, knowing that each experience contributes to their growth and wisdom. As they navigate their unique paths, Sigma women often inspire others to do the same. Their authenticity and willingness to embrace their individuality encourage those around them to break free from societal norms and pursue their passions unapologetically. This ripple effect creates a community of empowered individuals who value their journeys and support one another in their pursuits. In a world that often tries to mold individuals into conforming roles, Sigma females shine as beacons of individuality. They remind us all that it's perfectly acceptable to carve our own paths, embrace our uniqueness, and trust that our journeys will lead us to where we are meant to be. Their courage to live authentically serves as an inspiration for others to embark on their own extraordinary journeys. In a world that often pressures individuals to conform and fit into predefined molds, Sigma females emerge as powerful symbols of independence, authenticity, and self-awareness. Their journey through life is characterized by a deep understanding of themselves and a commitment to embracing their uniqueness. From their ability to forge their own paths and build resilience to their capacity for silence and self-love, Sigma women exemplify the strength that comes from knowing one's worth. Each of the 10 points discussed reflects a facet of the Sigma female experience, an experience that is rich, complex, and inspiring. By celebrating their individuality, these women challenge societal norms, encouraging others to do the same. They understand that everyone's journey is different, filled with unique challenges and triumphs, and they honor that diversity by championing their own paths. The lessons learned from Sigma females can resonate deeply with anyone seeking to break free from societal expectations. Their stories encourage us to embrace our authentic selves, cultivate self-love, and navigate our lives with intention and confidence. They remind us that silence can be powerful, that our journeys are not linear, and that prioritizing our well-being is essential for growth. In a culture that often equates success with external validation, Sigma women redefine what it means to live a fulfilling life. They serve as a reminder that true strength lies in being unapologetically ourselves, embracing our flaws and recognizing our worth. By fostering communities of support and empowerment, Sigma females inspire a new generation to navigate life with authenticity and courage. As we reflect on the qualities that make Sigma women extraordinary, let us take a page from their book. Let us celebrate our individuality, pursue our passions fearlessly, and nurture ourselves with love and compassion. By embodying these principles, we can forge our paths and inspire others to do the same. So, let's honor the Sigma spirit within us all, and remember, our journeys are unique, and that is what makes them truly beautiful.